Just shave. Oh, man. How's everybody doing tonight? I left one window open and a bunch of flies came in here. There's a bunch of flies here because I live on a farm and they put manure on the fields. So that's awesome. Excuse me. So, I've got a lot of stuff to do on this bus still. Not, not super amount, but I got to finish the bedroom, do the bunk beds, do all the electrical. Here, fly. Do some trim, do some fly swatting, evidently. What else do I got to do? The rest of the plumbing, hook the holding tanks up, paint the other side of the bus, the back of the bus, and the front of the bus. Paint the inside of the bus. So yeah, there's a lot to do still. I'm hoping to have this done before right? Yeah, I got a fly paper up and it's working, but holy cow. There's a bunch in here. You think I stuffed a body underneath the bathtub or something. But yeah, so I got all that stuff to do and what else I got to do? Just trimming, trim work, the electrical, and then I gotta start stocking it full of stuff, and yeah. If you guys want to help with that, I created a like a gift registry thing on Amazon. I shared the link, right? Yeah, I got a used one. But so you guys can go on there if you want, and just kind of like a housewarming thing. Excuse me. I've got everything on there that I need for the bus. Small items, big items. So if it's something you guys want to do, and that'd be cool, I'd appreciate it. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, buddy? I'm just hanging out with 10,000 flies, evidently. Yeah, they're everywhere. They put a massive pile of cow shit out in the field, and it happens every year when they do this. It just attracts flies and flies and flies and flies. Usually they try to get into the house. I mean, you open up the door and they try to fly in, or you open up your vehicle door, hello, and they try to fly in. Well, apparently they all migrated in the bus because I left two windows open, just a little bit. So, yeah, that's aggravating. So, I was thinking, because I want to paint the roof white. I'm not 100% sure about the paneling. I haven't decided yet. I'm wanting to paint it white and then take some of the furrings and right on. And I want to stain them just like the table. And a company actually reached out to me, a boat company, and they said, "Hey, see if there's anything you could use." And da 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 da. So I looked through, and they're sending me some RV toilet paper, which you can never not have enough of that. And they are sending me, or they sent me, 2 big bottles of epoxy. So I want to make a table that I can hook up outside of the bus, because I've got a small awning, but I want to get a bigger one eventually, or I might even try to make one with the tarp somehow to fasten it to the top and keep the rain and stuff off of it. That's annoying. But I want to be able to, like, when it's super hot in the summertime, I want to be able to go outside and cook. And I've got a stove from one of the free campers I got, um, to hook up outside. I got to run a propane line and get the special quick connect thing, which they sell them all day long on Amazon. But I want to be able to hook the stove up outside and have a table that I can hook to the side of the bus and then fold it up and have a leg that comes down. I'll find somewhere to store it in here, maybe under the couch or something. So that way we can go outside and cook and have lunch or dinner or whatever outside. I think that'd be really cool. So they sent me this epoxy, which I'm hoping next weekend I might be able to get that. I don't know yet. And then they sent me a thing that goes in your drill for stirring paint and epoxy, etc. Excuse me. God, I love cherry Coke, but it makes me burp. Anyways, and then they're sending me a window squeegee, which is really cool because that way I can go around and clean all the windows, on the outside or whatever. So that's pretty cool that they sent me that stuff, and then or they're sending me the rest of it. And then another outfit, that company that sent me that cool little folding chair, they sent me a folding table too, which is cool because, if you want to sit outside by the fire pit or whatever, and you can unfold this thing. It's a decent sized table. You can sit your drink on there, or your food or whatever. So I got a couple of neat things that I'm going to use in the bus. But yeah, I really want to get this thing finished before October, or sorry, not October, before November, which I should be able to get it done. The reason why is my daughter wants to go back to Michigan to go hunting with my dad, and so I thought, if the road conditions aren't terrible, that heck, we could take the bus. It'll give us a place to stay or whatever. When I get there, I can film a couple of videos and stuff like that for the channel. And my daughter gets to go hunting with my dad. So I've got to get this thing finished. I'm going to be switching auto insurance companies, so I got to have them quote this because I have to get insurance on it so I can get the title transferred into my name, and I got to get that stuff done. And then it'll be considered an RV. Well, it's technically considered an RV now. But yeah, and then I got a problem with the refrigerator. The propane was working fine, and then it just quit working. I got it plugged in right now, and it works really good on electricity. But I want this thing to be completely off grid. So I got to get that figured. I think I got it figured out what's wrong with the part, or what part's wrong, but it's like $150. So yeah, that's something else I've got to get finished, or get put together rather, because I got to have that fridge fixed. I mean, in the wintertime it won't be so bad. I can throw everything in a cooler, put it outside, but in the summertime and everything, it'd be kind of tricky. So excuse me, I would really love to live in this thing full time, and just travel, different places in the U.S. and go up to Canada and stuff like that. And maybe swing by and see Jeremy. That'd be kind of cool. Go on a tour and meet my 12 followers. But yeah. So I don't know if I can talk Catherine into that or not, but we'll try. But yeah, so I got bunch of stuff to do. Just, there's little oddball things, trim and fix a couple of things that look kind of ugly. I want to run some, after I paint it, I want to run some runners down the roof just to give it a little bit of a, different vibe. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint this paneling white. It's just cheap, shitty looking paneling, and that's why I got it. Just something. So I think I'm going to paint that white. Then everywhere where there's screws, I'll probably put some trim. If I got enough of that epoxy, which I should, I can stain it the same color as the table and just make it pretty cool looking, I think. Excuse me. And then after that, but wait, there's more. I have to get curtains, a mattress, and all kinds of stuff. So I want to say all together, yeah, all together, if I were to just bust my ass on this thing the next month and a half, I think I could have it completely finished. I do have to get that other side painted because it is starting to cool down, and I don't want to be trying to paint when it's cold and stuff like that. So I gotta get that figured out. But oh, I gotta install the wood stove. I'm gonna install the small one from Russian Bear Market in the back. I had reached out to them to see if they would be willing to sponsor me a medium-sized one. And just with the way the world's going with the pandemic and everything, as fast as they can get those things in stock, they're selling. So they they aren't going to. So there's a specific wood stove that I would like to get. You can just like go to Tractor Supply and get them. Um, but it's like 300 and some odd dollars. So what I might end up doing is taking the one out of the mega shelter for now and sanding it down and repainting it and putting that in here for now because I want a bigger wood stove out in this area. It's actually going to be on the other side of that seat. So when it gets cold in this wintertime, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, any kind of help you guys want to give, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, but where was I? Yeah, I want to put a bigger wood stove so I can stock it up. Just pack that thing full, kind of at night, and then just turn the damper on it down enough that it will hopefully burn most of the night, just to keep it warm in here. I'll have that. I'll have the little wood stove, and I'll have a place where I can put wood and stuff in there. But the problem with the little wood stove is that thing don't burn all night. So that's one of those deals where I might have to wake up in the middle of the night and restock it. But they also sell these things. You can get them anywhere, but I found good ones on Amazon. They range between 140 and $200, but they're called diesel air heaters. A lot of semis use them in the cabs. So it's just this little tiny thing about that big, about the size of a small loaf of bread, and you got little. It's got its own little fuel pump, fuel tank, and everything, and you hook them up and you exhaust it outside, and that thing can run, I think, continuously for 48 hours, something like that. And they're thermostatically controlled, and you can get ones that also have remotes. So like if I'm, I don't know, in the store or something like that, I can and I know I'm going to be done in half an hour. I can start it and warm it up in here. But so what'd be cool about that is I might get a couple of those, like probably just two of them, and that way if the wood stoves do burn out, or if it's extra cold out, like this is Minnesota. I mean it gets cold here. I can have that as backup heat also. I contemplated taking the the furnaces out of the campers and installing them in here. And yeah, that would be cool, but I don't really want to be burning the extra propane. And I mean, they're small and they're just direct what is that, forced air. They're not ducted or anything like that, which I don't think it'd be too hard to cobble jockey some kind of duct work on there. But I don't know how efficient they are, so I don't want to burn all my propane up basically, and it's not super duper expensive to fill the propane right now, but eventually it will be. What are you doing, goofy dog? Come here. Want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi to everybody? There you go. Hi, everybody. All right, get on there, goofball. Now she wants on my lap. But, oops. Where you go, Ace? But, yeah, so it's coming along. I love these seats, but I want to make some kind of covering for them, which I don't think that'd be too difficult. I'm sure I could find something somewhere on the internet. The internet is a wealth of information, believe it or not. And it's also, unfortunately, a wealth of misinformation. But I do want to make some kind of covers for these seats. I'd like to get something for the couch too, and I'm sure there's pre-manufactured seat covers for the couch. And then I just got to do trim work. I want to cut that better and trim all that around the bathtub. I got to get a shower curtain rod and everything for it yet. The bathroom, I guess I didn't expect the fridge to take up so much space, but I did kind of do it goofy because I ran the 2x4s kind of funny. And hey, how's it going, Jamie? But so I run the 2x4s kind of funny. So I don't have a whole lot of room for the bathroom, but it's not like I'm going to spend a whole lot of time in there. I got the toilet, and that's emergencies for me. Nice. But get out of here. God, I can't wait till winter gets here. Damn flies. But so the bathroom area is not going to be very big. So I think what I'm going to try to do, because I got to obviously build a wall. I think I'm going to try to get like a half hoop and put some hinges on it and some kind of a locking device so I can fold it up when you're in there to give you a little bit more room. And then when you're done, you can fold it down so you're not, taking up a bunch of room. But so yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a work in progress, or a bit of a challenge rather. That's good to hear, Jamie. I got to do that, and then the whole dining room thing. I wish I would have got the smaller camper that I took some of the appliances out of. I wish I would have got that sooner, because I would have put a smaller sink in here. I might be able to still technically put a smaller sink in here. I just have to kind of redesign a couple of things, and that would give me a little bit more room where the toilet is. If I had 6 more inches in there, it'd be perfect, But yeah, so it's probably going to be the equivalent of using a restroom on an airplane. Excuse me. And another thing I did get too is I got these little these things are dirt cheap on Amazon too. I got this little fan. I don't really have a way to hook it up right now, but it's just like a little 12-volt fan. It's really low amperage. I actually got 2 of them because it was a 2-pack. I'll probably just use one. I don't know what I'll use the other one for. But I'm going to put that up in the exhaust for the refrigerator. Holy shit. Thanks, Jamie. Excuse my language. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Cool. But, yeah, Christ, I looked that way and I look back and, yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. But, where the hell was I? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it took me by surprise. So I got this little fan. I'm going to put it in the exhaust because that's essentially, there's a word for it. I can't think of it. But, it's just like the breeze coming in from the bottom helps pull those fumes out and everything. And I did read that if you keep the heat or the excess heat out of the fridge or something like that, they work better on propane or something. But that and I'm a little bit paranoid. So I want to install this up top with the fridge, and I'll put a little switch on there too, so I can turn it on and off, so I don't forget about it. But that way to suck out the extra fumes and stuff like that, so I don't not wake up in the middle of the night or ever again. So that's something I got to do too. And then I want to get some kind of a deal for the front, some kind of a curtain. Excuse me. For the front there, so I can. Damn it. So I can close that up too. I don't want people in there spying on me. And then I got to figure some way to lock the front door, which I think I got a pretty good idea on that. I did a Google search, and there's a certain kind of lock that a lot of people use. So I think that's probably what I'm going to end up getting. Yeah, because I thought about getting, those things where you do that, you put the padlock in, but I don't want somebody to lock me in here. So this thing, it goes in there and you lock it, and then you take it off so it can't be locked while you're inside. And then I want to figure something for the inside of the bus too. It's got that handle deal like a school bus, but I just, if I'm out in the middle of the bush somewhere way up north and a bear decides he wants to come in here while I'm sleeping, I'm willing to bet a bear could get that door open. So I want to figure out some way to lock it on the inside too, just to give it a little bit more strength. And that I could probably just get one of those deals where you put the padlock through. I'll probably just stick a bolt through it or something like that in case I got to get out of here in a hurry. And then I want to get some expanded metal and put where the windows are. So, nothing can break that or break in here. And like that, just on the door. As far as these, I think this is high enough, and this glass is pretty heavy duty. So I don't think I'll have an issue with anything trying to get in through these windows. And most of them are covered up except for there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. I left 12 of the windows open. So I mean, I don't think I'd have too much to worry with anything getting in here. And then I want to put some kind of an exhaust fan, which I've actually got one out of the old camper. I just don't know how well it'll look, because that stove is a little bit far forward. So I don't know, but I would like to install that just to help pull the heat out and stuff like that when I'm cooking. And then, yeah, I got the like 9 million lights left to install and all the wiring for it. And because I'm going to paint the roof white, I actually got I can't remember what they're called, a wire something or other. But it's supposed to, you put it in there, you hook the wire to it, and you pull it through. But the problem is with this insulation that they put in here, it's glued in there. And it just, I can't get the damn thing down through to line up. So I'm just going to run the wire, and I got some white tape. Yeah, I don't get that either. Yeah, if you retype your stuff at, there's a little money symbol. And if you click that, you can do a super chat like Jamie did. And I've also got Venmo app, um, which if people want to donate me money or whatever. And like I said, the Amazon thing, which I'll share that link again. Just in case, I mean, I literally need everything, mixing bowls, all kinds of stuff. Um, but yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, and I thought about that. Um, but these wires are really tiny. Let's see if I can grab one. Here's one of the lights right here. Um, so it's a recess light, and then you're supposed to run this cable somehow. But I mean, it's just a really small cable and it's really flat. So when I install the lights, I got this white tape. It's T-Rex tape. That stuff is awesome, by the way. And I'm just gonna tape it and then paint over it because the ceiling is gonna be white anyways on the inside just to make it feel a little bit more open. Um, there's a shitload of flies in here. I don't know why they're in here and not at the giant pile of shit in my cornfield. Um, well, not my cornfield, but you know what I mean. So, anyways, so I think I'm just gonna tape over it and paint over it. It's gonna look a little bit ghettoish, but I think if you look hard, you'll notice it. But I don't think anybody will really notice, especially when I run the streamers or whatever you want to call them, the trim for the roof. Um, when I do that too, I think that'll help hide everything. But yeah, I want to make this thing into an actual house because I really want to do a bunch of traveling with it and stuff like that. Like when I go back to Michigan and when Catherine gets here, her family lives down in Missouri. So I want to. Awesome, thank you, Brian. Um, so uh when she gets here, we'll be able to travel down there and I lived out in the state of Wyoming for like 6 years, something like that, 6, 7 years, and I'd never once went to Yellowstone. Um, so I would like to travel out there one of these days and go hang out at Yellowstone. Um, there's um, what else is there? Yeah. Um, damn it, there was something else I wanted to go check out. I didn't take my medication today. Um, I don't know. There's all kinds of shit. Hey, Jeremy, thanks, brother. There's all kinds of cool things I want to go and check out and just travel. I mean, I'm certainly not getting any. Uh, oh, right on. Well, hell, if I ever get popular on YouTube, um, maybe I'll travel around and do a meet and greet thing. But we'll see. So yeah. Oh yeah, I got thinking. The other thing I have to put in here is a mirror, so I can shave. So I think I want to get one of those anti-fog ones for the shower or something like that. That way I could shave and everything. But yeah, it's coming along. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's endless opportunities to be honest with you. I mean, this thing gets really awesome fuel mileage. The biggest pains in the ass are going to be it's going to be the solar panels. I priced one out that'll be uh, basically just over what I need to charge the two batteries I have now. Um, those things are like the kit's like $600, something like that on Amazon. Holy shit! But I did realize that every stop sign around here has a solar panel on it. So, I mean, just saying. Um, I seen you could buy used ones, but that just makes me nervous because I don't know enough about solar panels to say that a used one would last. Like I don't know if they deteriorate over time or what. So I got to look into that. Um, excuse me. Right on. Awesome. Thanks, Jamie. So yeah, that's another thing too that to help my channel is you guys can join the supporter things, which I got to get more active with that. Um, just trying to like get my head on straight with finding out that I've got ADHD and all that fun jazz, which that should have been kind of a all right, Jeremy, have fun, brother. Um, and stuff. So like, yeah, I don't know. I get distracted easily. Like I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I did not take my meds today. Um, getting distracted by the flies is like a freaking horror movie. I don't understand this. There's a giant pile of over there, and they're hanging out in here. Bastards. Um. Anyways. Yeah, right on. But yeah, speaking of cheap, that's like how I'm trying to do this damn bus as cheap as possible. I mean, it's starting to add up. It's yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, brother. Cape Cod. That would be awesome actually. Go there and get some fresh seafood. Yeah, I mean it all depends on if my channel continues to grow and stuff like that. I'm at 7,128, I think was what I was at when I checked this morning. Well, this morning, I mean at noon when I woke up because I was up all night. But so I mean, yeah, if things keep going the way they are and stuff like that, and I don't have to goofy turkey. Where I can go and do this stuff all the time, that'd be great. I'll buy them, but I'm not eating them. That's the one type of seafood I do not like is clams. I tried some, and they weren't good. But I love lobster and fish and stuff like that, and I'll eat the shit out of shrimp. Um, oh yeah, and I'm not. I mean, I have in the past. I come damn close to ending YouTube, and then the pandemic happened, and people were stuck in their house and started watching my channel. My biggest thing is like, I get yeah, lobster's awesome. Um, I get subscribers and stuff like that, but they don't hit the notification bell, so they don't get notified that I've got new videos coming out. I actually had talked to a oh, rooster's getting busy. Yeah, maybe I'll have chicks again. Um, anyways, the yeah, like I said, I'll eat shit out of lobster, but I don't eat snot rocks. um, so what the hell was I? Oh yeah, so and this person had sent me a message said, "Hey, great to see you with a new video. I miss seeing your videos." I said, "Well, I've been putting a video out every week." Said, really? I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Check to see if your notifications are ew, are you know checked." And sure shit, they weren't. So she ended up now she gets notifications as far as I can tell. But it is what it is, and I'm going to keep growing. It's if you go to Social Blade, it gives you a rough guesstimate on how your channel's doing and where it will be if things continue to go the way they are. And right now, excuse me, right now it's predicting in, I think it was 154 days, I'll be over 10,000 subscribers, and that would be awesome. So hopefully it keeps growing, but hopefully people hit the notification bell too, so they get notified that I've got new content out. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if you know, you can have 10 million subscribers, but if nobody watches your stuff, then yeah. But yeah, so I just I got all that stuff going on, and you know, winter is right around the corner, but I want to get this thing built and stocked up, and you know, yeah. And I do got to figure out some way to keep the water tanks from melt or from freezing. Yeah, because I can drain all the air lines, but I wasn't thinking when I did the water tanks. Yeah, PO box is still current. Excuse me. But I want to, or I got to figure out, because I forgot to install a drain on the actual holding tanks. Right? Yeah, everybody go check out Jamie's channel. But so I got to figure that out, or drain it, I guess, and put a drain in. I could do that too, which I don't think that wouldn't be too hard. That'd be easy. So, but yeah, when I want to have this thing stocked and ready to go, you know, because obviously in the wintertime it's going to be difficult to fill 110 gallons with water. So I guess if I have to, I could stick a little, what do I call that, a milk shed heater, milk barn heater, whatever they're called. I could put one of those in there, and that should keep it warm enough to keep the water from freezing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get her figured out. I mean, this thing's not going to, I'm not going to be done with it, you know, anytime soon. I'm going to have it done enough to start using it, you know. And there's always going to be upgrades and stuff like that I want to do. I mean, I would love to raise the roof on this thing if steel wasn't so damn expensive right now. That would have been cool. You know, if I could have put an extra foot on this thing, that would have been awesome. Right on. There you go. Look on here. But yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta build, you know, some storage area for food and all that fun jazz. I gotta get some pots and pans for in here. I gotta get some other stuff. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. Yeah, I mean, I'll have part of that open, so you know the residual heat from in here will go under there and keep them warm whenever I'm in here. It's just, you know, like if I gotta let it sit for a while. But you know, like when I'm out camping, I don't know. I'll get it figured out. I mean, that's the one great thing about those plastic tanks. The likelihood that they'd freeze and break's pretty slim. So, you know, they're food grade 55-gallon plastic drums, basically. But yeah, so I got all that rolling, and eventually I'd love to get a little TV to put in here, but for now I'm just gonna bring my laptop because I can sit right here and edit videos or watch YouTube or whatever, you know. And then I was originally gonna do 3 bunk beds in here, but I got thinking that that's not gonna be enough room. So I'm gonna put 2 bunk beds because that couch I got that folds out into a bed. I could technically fold this into a bed if I designed it, or not designed it, just added to it a little bit. But I think between that and the bunk beds, it'll be more than enough. Um, you know, and plus, like if you go to a campground where you don't have to worry about bears sneaking in and eating you, the kids could sleep out in the tent. But yeah, so it's definitely coming along. I'm pretty much taking a break from this weekend. I've been working on this thing every free moment I've got and just been busting my ass. And so yeah, I decided to just take a break this weekend, do a live stream, talk with you guys, and yeah, go from there. What'd you guys think of the paint job so far? Ouch. Yeah, snap, crackle, pop. Getting old. But I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good because I had like a lot of times I have something in my head, and then when I try to turn it into a reality, it doesn't quite look exactly like it was pictured in my head. But that actually turned out really good. So I'm hoping that I can do the driver side the same way, but it's going to be kind of like rolling hills and some pine trees, and I might put a little river and a lake on it too. I haven't decided quite yet, but that's like I said, it's all work in progress. But I think I do want to get a bigger French press down the road eventually too. I don't know if you guys, if you've never had coffee from a French press, try it at least once. Oh my God, is it good? Um, but yeah, so I wanna do. Oh, here it flies. Um, get a bigger one of those, and then I'll have to get some coffee grounds or something like that. I want to get a out of here some kind of a water filter too. Yeah, this fridge has got a decent amount of room in it, so I could technically get one of those Brita filter pitchers and put it in there. I bet it'd work just fine. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just everything's coming together. I'm pretty stoked. I love that stove. Um, that way I'll be able to bake stuff like meatloaf and stuff like that in there. Make pancakes. But yeah, I also seen a 12-volt crock pot, which I thought, God, that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know if I'll get it because I got a bunch of beef roast. So yeah, I think that's about it. And I'm starting to get a little bit tired, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today. I should probably do that. But so yeah, you guys got any questions before I dart? Excuse me. And thank you everybody, Jamie and Jeremy and Brian for the super chats and everything. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. That'll definitely help with the bus. And yeah, I got the PO box. It's in all my videos and on the description of the website. So if you guys want to actually send me something physical too, you guys can send the PO box. I'd love a wall clock in here. I mean, I don't know, whatever you guys would like to send. But yeah, so no, it's coming along. And plus winter is almost here, so I do got to go to the back doctor here. I'm just actually waiting for him to call me to set up an appointment. Get that squared away. Some issues I'm having. The joys of growing old. So I want to get that taken care of because wintertime I like doing winter camping trips, with the hot tent and stuff like that. So yeah, I gotta get some. health concerns, maybe I guess you'd kind of call them. I got to get that shit figured out. But yeah, so shit. Sorry, I wasn't getting notifications weren't popping up. Okay. Welcome to the secret. Nice. That's funny, Brian. Hey, how's it going? Rovley? Rovley? Yeah, and the tanks won't be totally full. Yeah, I got the joke, Brian. It wasn't uh my messages weren't popping up for some reason. Um Hey Joe, how's it going? Oh I've had cheap coffee in that in a French press before. Hey, how's it going, Scroll Man? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. But yeah, good road food would be great. Yeah, that's actually speaking of food, it's a 10-hour drive to Michigan in a vehicle where my dad's cabin is. So I imagine the bus is going to take, probably 12 hours, give or take. Plus it'll be winter time. So, um, I'm thinking, if I end up getting that 12-volt crock pot, I could plug that thing in. And by the time I got there, beef roast or something like that would be done. Um, as far as food wise, I mean, basically I can cook almost anything in here because I've got that stove and oven and stuff like that. But like for storage wise and stuff, I'll probably get like some cans of soup and stuff like that, and uh, box dinners and stuff, and then and the freezer, I'll be able to bring some hamburger and milk and all kinds of stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. I haven't totally decided exactly how the whole food situation is going to go. I mean, semi quick and easy. And I'm really contemplating actually just trying to live in here this winter and just see how it does. I mean, I during the week it'll obviously be parked in my driveway, but on the weekends and stuff like that, I could go somewhere with it and camp for the weekend. So I don't know. I mean, I'm getting some decent views on these videos and stuff like that. So I just I'm contemplating. I mean, I think it'd be kind of fun, and it would prepare me for the possible future. Um, that would be awesome. I like steak. I'll eat almost anything as long as it's not some weird, like goat testicles or anything like that. Calamari, I've had that, but I'm not 100% sure on it yet, I guess is the word. But I really love cooking. Um, excuse me. I like making soups and stuff like that, and that's another thing I love about having a stove in here is I could make a pot of chili. I love chili, and I make some damn good chili. Um, Stuff like that. So it's just there's just a lot to do, or a lot that I can do rather. You know. Um, so yeah, I guess I don't know if I'll. I guess it'd be like any camping trip where I'll just make like a list. Um, um, I don't know. Are you on my Facebook, Brian? Are you on Facebook? Yes, you are on there, or yes, you are on my Facebook. Okay. Look up my page, the my Ryan Outdoors page there, and send me a message on there, and we'll get something figured out. Um, excuse me, burp kind of came on, or but yeah, I'll get a hold of you, or sorry, you get a hold of me, or whatever. But yeah, so there's a bazillion things I've would like to do. Ryan, do you have a center water connection on the bus? Um, I do not, but the way I designed the water tanks to fill up is I used a big piece of PVC. So I actually was looking at those filters, and that would actually hook up to it. Um, I can plumb one in at a later time. I'm just not going to do it right now. Um, like maybe next year I'll do it when I'm going to be in this thing a little bit more full time, I think. Um, but I can run it through a filter still and make it work. But yeah, I've actually been looking at those things. But I wanted to put like a little one just for there. Like if I'm at a campground where you got the old well pump ones, and you get that water always tastes like iron, and so that way I'd have a filter, for just one specific thing, in case I got to fill those bulk tanks out of some questionable water. But as far as shower and washing dishes and stuff like that, I don't care how the water is. Well, to an extent, I do, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, look me up, Brian. Send me a friend request. Now I do have two pages that both say Ryan Outdoors. I probably should change the name of the one to Ryan Outdoors Business or something like that. But look for the one that's not the business one. But if you can't find it, you can send me a message on the business Facebook page. That's actually how Catherine first messaged me, was on my business page. But all right, you guys, I am getting tired. I was up for 27 hours straight yesterday, and I almost got 5.5, 6 hours of sleep today, and it's starting to catch back up to me, and I don't want a screwed up sleep pattern because I do have to go back to work on Monday. So yes, I do still remember. Um, yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Joe. Yep, I will. Um, I don't have any household electricity here, but I do. In each of these campers, they have the power converter, I think is what it is, where it takes the 120 or whatever and converts it down to 12 volt. And I got to look at both of them and see if because if one's got a built-in charger and the other one don't, then I'm going to put that one in here. But I'm actually going to put it underneath the couch, because that's where I got the batteries, and I can just wire it right into everything to so if I do go to an actual campground, I can just plug in and be done with it, and keep the lights on and everything charged up. But because that's all I've got in here is everything's 12 volt, and these little LED lights, these things will last. I don't have it hooked up. These things will last forever. But yeah, and there is all kinds of parts on these campers. I got the one pickup camper that was given to me. That one had a lot more useful stuff that had the fridge in it and a couple other things. Um, anything that's useful in there, like even if it's spare parts, I'm taking out and I'm gonna keep. Like them little water pumps. Those things are anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on what kind you get. And each one of these campers had one in it. But yeah, so I'm gonna collect everything out of all of those. It's like the little pop-up camper's got a little tiny awning on it, which you don't really need a huge one. Excuse me, just one good enough to keep the rain off you if you want to sit outside. But it would be nice to have a full length one. That'd be badass. But yeah, so I just don't know, keep cranking at her here and hopefully get it done. Like I said, I got all the electrical to do. Once I get all that stuff done, then I got to paint. And it probably, hindsight being 2020, it probably would have been a better idea to paint first. But yeah, it's like I just, it's just the way my mind works. Especially while I'm trying to figure this medication shit out for the ADHD. But yeah, so I jump around a lot. But if you ever get one of these buses, to build one of these things, take the seats out, do the insulation, the walls, all that stuff, and then start building everything. That's the way to go. So, but all right, I appreciate you guys. And, I got to do these live streams more often. I love talking with you guys. And thanks again, everybody. Jamie, Brian, and Jeremy. Chicken made a weird ass noise. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.